card was already looking pretty shiny, and then they added platinum to it, so it's now looking absolutely stacked. What was the process of you getting added to this? Did you just want to get back in there soon? We didn't think we'd get to see you this soon, but here we are.
Yeah, there's three good reasons I wanted to fight. Four good reasons I wanted to fight on this card, right? One, I wanted to get back as quick as possible because of the nose injury, and people were thinking maybe I couldn't come back so fast. Two, Geoff Neal has a 4-fight win streak in the UFC. Three, this is a stacked card with the welterweight title on the line, as well as two other great titles, some big ex-champions on this card, as well as current champions. And, man, I forget the fourth reason. It's all right, though. Those were the three at least. I forgot. I'm delirious on this weight cut, bro.
Is it like a feeling of getting left behind? Because it's probably fair to say that you've got the most exciting division right now at welterweight, maybe. I mean, lightweight, welterweight, maybe. But, yeah, with all this stuff going on, you've got that title fight, like you mentioned. We just had that BMF belt at welterweight. Conor's now fighting at welterweight as well. Does it feel like, when you're on the sidelines that, you want to be at the party kind of thing?
I want to be at the party? Yeah, definitely. But that's funny. Now that I'm at the party, I'm seeing things where family back home is going to be going to certain places to watch the fight, and the people that are going to watch me fight. Like, I never get to watch myself fight live, And I wonder how much fun I would have, how excited I would be to watch myself. But there's, I don't know, I can't think of fighters that I would love to watch as much as some people might want to watch me fight. And yeah, I love to be a part of the show, and also the nerves. I can't lie, man. I'm like my whole life is on the line this weekend. There's so much money on the other side of a win for me, and it's life changing. And I'm like, at the same time, I try to tell myself, all I gotta do is show up, and it's like if I can let go of the pressure and just enjoy the process, then maybe I'll get all the things on the other side of the win. But it's just so much pressure, and I put it on myself, and I think I have to be afraid in order to fight these guys. These guys are scary. I remember feeling like one of these guys at one time, and now I know that I'm human. I know my nose breaks. I know that I bleed a lot. I'm still holding on to my chin, and I'm going to hold on to that with my life.
I think the fans love you. I mean, you know that you're a popular fighter because you've always never been afraid to step in there and sort of throw it and kind of, in a way, not being afraid to get hit. But I heard you talk about in your interview with Ariel about focusing way more on hitting and not get hit. So do you feel like that's something you've been working on, being more evasive, trying to protect yourself more?
I feel like that was something I did before the Luque fight. And I feel that it led to me getting my nose broke because I was backing up. And I feel that the early Mike Perry was Mr. Don't care. And I would press forward no matter what. And you can hit me in the face with a baseball bat and I don't even feel it. So if I'm going to get hit, I might as well go forward. If I'm going to bleed, I might as well try to cover you in my blood. And, bad things happen in this sport, but it's all going to be over Sunday. And I'll be heading back home, and I'll be eating bacon and drinking some little bit of alcohol and smoking and enjoying my life with my wife. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to go out, and I'm going to live my life all week long. Hopefully, still making weight, no problem. And go in that octagon, and I'm gonna live my life, and I'm gonna fight my heart out like I do every single time.
You seem to have everything pretty settled in your head, mate. You seem pretty happy. Is just are things going well for you generally? You seem pretty good.
Well, I just ate like 20 minutes ago, so I'm not really dying yet on the weight cut. That's not until really late Thursday. I freak out every time I check my weight though. But yes, thank you. Everything is good. Everything is great. I live a great life. I'm at the Red Rock Casino Resort and Hotel in Las Vegas, about to fight my 12th UFC fight against a tough competitor who respects me and wanted to fight against me because I'm a badass or a BMF. And, I got a lot of fans who support me in the way that I fight. There's also a lot of people who say things like, prelim Perry. Well, this is my first time on the prelims because I'm usually on the main card, and I didn't want to be on the main card for this because I'm not getting a piece of the pay-per-view, so I don't want to add to their popularity. And, I'll be going to Bellator like it's the worst thing, they're still going to pay. I just hope that I can fight for the next, I'll, I would say decade and make money doing this and find a way to love it more each time. Like I said, though, that pressure, it makes you feel that this balance with this fighting stuff is like 1 minute I feel like I'm gonna I'm gonna do it forever, and the next second I feel like I'm gonna quit right now. So it's like it's so topsy turvy. You never know what's gonna happen, but I usually just keep this stuff to myself, and I shut up and I move forward. I keep working hard. I keep training. I make weight every time. I diet strong. I eat clean, and I fight hard every time.
I mean, you mentioned that word balance and like topsy turvy. Is that something people don't appreciate when you're fighting at the elite level like you are? Because, I mean, you tried out some different gyms and then you went through a phase. You got a couple of great wins and then you got a loss, and then it seems really difficult to find that balance. Do you feel settled now that you're back home as well?
Yeah, I mean, to me, I'd like to say, and I've been saying it all day doing these interviews, I really only have one loss. Out of my 18 professional fights, I only have one loss. There's one guy who beat me and he finished me, and I didn't even feel like me because I was in a place I didn't understand. I wasn't thinking clearly. You can take it as an excuse if you want, but I know me, and most of you know me, and that's through my fight. And I've never not showed up except for that one time. Every other time I've showed up and they were just good fights. They were close. You could give it to either guy on any given night. But that's just me and my pride. I'm gonna hold on to my pride and feel that I've always fought hard, and I hope I do it again this Saturday. I hope I move forward. I hope I'm not gonna be afraid. I hope that I go in and I try to go for the kill, and I hope I show all my skills and really bring this fight to places as a 12-time UFC vet versus a 5 UFC fighter. You know what I mean? Like, I should show differences there. And, I hope that it does show and the world gets to see how good I am.
You're referring to the Cowboy fight, right? I mean, do you think people are underestimating him and what he can do against Conor?
I don't think it's they're underestimating Cowboy. It's that he doesn't always show up and with that killer mindset, and they're guessing what Conor's gonna do, which is he's upset that he just got submitted, and he's working hard. he's got a busted nose right now, and he's still training, and he's Mr. Rich Guy, but he's still out here training his ass off. So I think they're just hoping that the old Conor comes back, and not necessarily thinking that Cowboy's not gonna show up. So, it is what it is. I over here am like, I'm a fan of both guys, but obviously because Cowboy beat me, I'm like, I want Cowboy to have some success against Conor. But you never know with this sport. You never know. Anything can happen. And they blame us.
Have you bumped into Colby at all? Have they taken a risk putting you guys on the same card?
No, I have not bumped into Colby. I believe. I mean, listen. As soon as I came up the stairs to go check in this morning, there was 4 security guards right there, pleading with me and talking with me and my wife, and were like, the guy kind of gave me a guilt trip. He's like, because I know Platinum Perry's a fucking man of his word, right? And you telling me that you're not going to do nothing when you see him. Please, you're telling me this, right? And I'm like, oh, man, you just hanging me up to dry here. Like, I can't even say nothing because I don't want to say yeah. But we got money to get this weekend. I think Kamaro's going to do his job anyways. I'm too happy in life to sit here and act like I give a fuck what some haters got to say about me. So, I got my own things to focus on. I got a dangerous guy that I got to fight, and he's coming to throw some big punches at me. So I got to be focused. I got to deal with my shit. But I haven't seen him yet. No telling what I'm going to do. It's like that topsy-turvy thing. If I see this motherfucker, I might just be like, hey, let's make some headlines.